She no longer enters the room, wondering if she belongs. She does not search their faces for permission to be herself. Something within her has settled. She walks differently now. Not because she knows every answer, but because she finally knows. She can trust herself. She used to make herself smaller, softening every word she said, waiting for someone to choose her, living inside another's head. She watched the way they saw her and called their vision truth, forgetting all the wisdom that had always lived within her roots. But every road that broke her led her deeper to her soul, and every time she lost herself, she learned the way back home. Now she breathes before she answers, she listens before she moves. She does not need to hurry when her spirit knows the truth. She walks like she already knows where she is going, where she belongs. She walks like the earth knows her name, steady and soft, no longer afraid. She walks like she already knows. She does not chase, she does not force. Her heart is open, her spirit is sure. She walks like she already knows. She no longer needs the doorway to open before she believes. She carries her own permission. She trusts what she cannot yet see. She does not fear the silence or the space between the signs. She knows that what is meant for her is moving in perfect time. She has made peace with waiting without abandoning her fire, because patience is not weakness. When a woman knows her desire, she can feel the old voice fading, the one that whispered not just yet. Now her body speaks much louder. You are ready, take the step. She walks like she already knows where she is going, where she belongs. She walks like the earth knows her name, steady and soft, no longer afraid. She walks like she already knows. She does not chase, she does not force. Her heart is open, her spirit is sure. She walks like she already knows. She knows she is worthy before they agree. She knows she is chosen before they can see. She knows she is guided when nothing is clear. She knows she is held when the pathway disappears. She knows. In her bones, she knows healing. I trust the woman I have become. I trust the path beneath my feet. I do not need to see the ending to know that life is guiding me. I trust the woman I have become. I trust the knowing in my soul. I am safe to keep on walking. I already know. She walks like she already knows. Her power is quiet, her presence is strong. She walks She once believed she had to explain herself to be understood. Now she knows a woman who is deeply rooted does not have to announce her power. Her presence arrives before her words. She used to fill the silence with reasons and replies, trying to make them understand the universe behind her eyes. She turned her truth to questions. She apologized for every need and offered endless explanations to people who refused to see. But now she lets the silence hold the things she cannot say, because not every sacred knowing needs to be given away. She is no longer performing, she is no longer proving. She lets her energy speak before her lips begin moving. Her presence speaks first, before a single word. You can feel the way she trusts herself, even when she is not heard. Her presence speaks first. Soft power fills the room. She does not beg to be remembered. She simply stands in truth. She does not rush to answer every judgment, every doubt. She knows that peace is precious and not every fight is hers to work out. She protects her inner garden. She chooses what may enter in. She no longer calls it kindness when she abandons herself again. There is grace inside her boundaries. There is love inside her no. And the more she honors her own heart, the more her radiance grows. She is no longer shrinking to keep another comfortable. She knows her deepest softness and her strength are inseparable. Her presence speaks first, before a single word. You can feel the way she trusts herself, even when she is not heard. Her presence speaks first. Soft power fills the room. She does not beg to be remembered. She simply stands in truth. She does not need to be louder. She only needs to be clear. She does not need their permission to take up space right here. She does not need to convince them. She does not need to pursue. The ones who are meant to meet her will recognize what is true. I do not need to over-explain. I do not need to earn my place. I let my energy speak for me. I stand in dignity and grace. I honor what I feel inside. I trust the wisdom of my heart. My presence carries my truth. My presence speaks first. My presence speaks first. Her presence speaks first, before a single word. There is peace inside her power. There is strength within her word. Her presence speaks first, and she no longer hides. She does not ask to be remembered. Her soul cannot be denied. has stopped entering spaces, asking, will they like me? She enters asking, can I remain myself here? She no longer chases belonging. She chooses the rooms where her soul can breathe. She used to read the faces, adjusting who she was, becoming what they wanted just to feel a little love. She laughed when she felt lonely, she stayed when she felt small. She called it being easy while abandoning herself through it all. She thought belonging meant being welcomed everywhere, until she learned that some rooms were never meant to hold her there. Now she listens to her body when the energy feels wrong. She knows leaving what diminishes her is how she stays strong. She does not chase the room, she does not beg to fit, she does not break her spirit just to be accepted in it. She does not chase the room, she lets alignment choose what is truly meant to hold her. Will make space for all her truth. She is no longer frightened when a door decides to close, because rejection is protection when the deepest wisdom knows. She does not call it failure when she changes her direction. Sometimes losing their approval is the greatest self-connection. She chooses honest spaces where her laughter can be free, where she does not have to disappear to keep the harmony. She no longer trades her freedom for a temporary place. She would rather walk alone a while than live without her grace. She does not chase the room, she does not beg to fit, she does not break her spirit just to be accepted in it. She does not chase the room, she lets alignment choose what is truly meant to hold her. Will make space for all her truth. Her to become someone new. The right love will not punish her for speaking what is true. The right path will not require the death of who she is. She is not difficult to hold. She was simply made for more than this. I belong first within myself. I do not chase what makes me small. I release the need to be accepted by every person, place, and wall. I choose the spaces where I breathe. I choose the love that welcomes truth. I do not chase the room anymore. The right room chooses me too. She does not chase the room, she does not beg to stay. She trusts the doors that close behind her and the ones that open wide ahead. She does not chase the room, she walks with nothing left to prove. What is truly meant to hold her will make space for all her truth. She asked everyone else, "What should I do? Which way should I go? Can I trust what I feel?" Then one day, she became quiet enough to hear the answer that had always lived inside her. She searched in every voice for the certainty she lacked, giving others all her power, waiting for them to give it back. She followed every warning, every rule she did not write, until her own inner compass became almost silent in the night. But beneath the noise and pressure, beneath the fear of being wrong, there was still a sacred whisper that had waited all along. It said, "Come closer to your body, feel what opens, feel what closes. You do not need another sign, your deepest self already knows this. The answer lives inside her, the truth is in her chest. She does not need 1,000 voices to tell her what is best. The answer lives inside her. She listens and she knows. When her mind cannot see the pathway, her body shows her where to go." She learns the sound of intuition, quiet, steady, never cruel, different from the voice of panic that demands an urgent move. Her knowing does not threaten, it does not punish or control. It feels like gentle recognition, like remembering her soul. Now she gives herself a moment before offering her yes, because every sacred decision deserves a grounded breath. She no longer fears a pause, she no longer runs from doubt. She waits until the noise grows still and lets the answer rise within her. Now the answer lives inside her, the truth is in her chest. She does not need 1,000 voices to tell her what is best. The answer lives inside her. She listens and she knows. When her mind cannot see the pathway, her body shows her where to go. A yes feels like expansion, a no returns her home. A not yet can be sacred. She does not need to know it all. She trusts what feels aligned. She releases what feels forced. She does not abandon intuition to follow someone else's course. My body is allowed to speak, my heart is allowed to lead. I trust the wisdom living underneath my fear and need. I give myself time to listen. I do not have to rush. The answer lives inside of me. I am safe to trust. The answer lives inside her. The truth is in her chest. She is done with giving strangers the power to decide what is best. The answer lives inside her. She listens and she knows. And even when the path is hidden, her own soul shows her where to go. She once waited for love, opportunity, recognition, and permission to arrive from somewhere outside her. Now she understands. Her life begins the moment she chooses herself. She sat beside the doorway, hoping someone would appear, someone who would see her beauty, someone who would calm her fear. She waited to be noticed, she waited to be named, she waited for another heart to tell her she was safe. But waiting slowly taught her what longing could not see. The one she needed most to choose her had always been herself. Now she rises from the doorway, she turns the light back on. She is no longer waiting for permission to become. She is not waiting to be chosen. She chooses herself today. She gives her dreams a living heartbeat. She no longer looks away. She is not waiting to be chosen. She is not standing at the door. She gives herself the love she needed, and she waits for it no more. She buys the flowers for herself. She speaks the words she longed to hear. She builds a life that feels like safety, not a home constructed out of fear. She does not close her heart to love. She simply stops pursuing pain. She knows that choosing her own spirit does not mean she loves in vain. Now love may come and meet her, but it will not complete her soul, because she is no longer asking another person to make her whole. She can welcome deep devotion without losing who she is. She can open to another without abandoning herself again. She is not waiting to be chosen. She chooses herself today. She gives her dreams a living heartbeat. She no longer looks away. She is not waiting to be chosen. She is not standing at the door. She gives herself the love she needed, and she waits for it no more. She chooses her peace, she chooses her voice, she chooses the life that reflects her own choice. She chooses her body, she chooses her time, she chooses the future that once lived only in her mind. And when true love finds her, it will not ask her to disappear. It will honor the woman who chose to meet herself here. I choose myself without guilt. I choose myself without shame. I choose the woman I am becoming. I call my own heart by its name. I do not wait outside my life. I open every sacred door. I am already chosen treasure she was once too scared to claim. She is not waiting to be chosen. She knows what her heart is for. She gives herself the love she needed, and she waits for it no more. The old version of her needed certainty before she moved. A guarantee, a perfect plan, a sign that nothing could go wrong. But the woman she is becoming understands. Sometimes the path appears only after the first step. She used to wait for clarity, for every piece to fall in place, believing she could start her life when there was nothing left to face. She wanted full assurance that she would never fail, so she kept her dreams protected inside a story growing stale. But certainty was never coming in the form she hoped to see, because courage is the doorway that transforms possibility. Now she lets her hands keep trembling. She lets fear come for the ride. She does not need to feel fearless to be faithful to her life. She moves before the proof arrives. She takes the step before the sign. She plants the seed before she knows how every branch will reach the light. She moves before the proof arrives. She trusts the pull she feels inside. She does not need the whole road open. She only needs the next step right. She sends the word she has been writing. She shares the gift she used to hide. She says yes to the beginning without controlling every side. She knows mistakes are teachers, not a sentence on her worth. And every imperfect movement brings a hidden dream to birth. She no longer calls it failure when she learns and changes course, because wisdom grows through living, not through waiting at the shore. She can move without a promise. She can trust without a view. She knows the life that is calling her is also moving toward her too. She moves before the proof arrives. She takes the step before the sign. She plants the seed before she knows how every branch will reach the light. She moves before the proof arrives. She trusts the pull she feels inside. She does not need the whole road open. She only needs the next step right. One step becomes a pathway. One word becomes a song. One brave decision changes where the future can belong. One moment of self-trusting breaks a lifetime built on fear. She does not wait for certainty. She creates it by moving here. I am allowed to start before I am ready. I am allowed to learn as I go. I do not need to see the ending. The next step is enough to know. I release the need for guarantees. I honor the vision in my heart. I move before the proof arrives. I am safe to start. She moves before the proof arrives. She takes the step before the sign. She trusts that what is meant to bloom will meet her in divine time. She moves before the proof arrives. With open hands and steady eyes. She does not need the whole road open. She only needs the next step right. She spent years trying to show them that she was good enough, strong enough, lovable enough, worthy enough. But healing gave her a new question. What would her life feel like if she stopped proving and simply started living? She used to measure every moment by the praise that it received, working hard to earn a value that her heart could not believe. She wore exhaustion like a medal. She confused her pain with pride, and every time she reached the summit, there was still an ache inside, because no victory could heal her while she doubted her own worth, and no applause could give her what was hers before her birth. Now she rests without explaining. She receives without a fight. She knows she does not have to suffer to be worthy of her light. She has nothing left to prove. She has nothing left to earn. She is worthy in the stillness, not just in how much she works. She has nothing left to prove. She is free to simply be. She releases every burden that was never hers to keep. She is not chasing admiration. She is not living for the crowd. She does not need to be exceptional to be allowed to feel proud. She can celebrate her journey without turning life into a race. She can honor her ambition while still moving with grace. Now success feels like alignment, like a body that can breathe, like waking in the morning with a life she does not need to leave. She is no longer building from the wound that She is enough before the outcome. She is enough before the praise. She is enough when she is resting. She is enough on slower days. She is enough when no one sees her. She is enough when plans fall through. She is enough because she is living. There is nothing left to prove. I release the need to prove my worth. I release the race inside my mind. I am worthy before achievement. I am valuable before I shine. I let my life become much softer. I let my heart become my truth. I am already more than enough. There is nothing left to prove. She has nothing left to prove. She has nothing left to earn. She is worthy in her becoming, in her resting and her work. She has nothing left to prove. Now her spirit can move free. She walks like she already knows who she was always meant to be. She does not know every detail of the road ahead, but she knows herself now. She knows what peace feels like. She knows what truth feels like. She knows when her soul says yes, and that is enough. She lifts her head. She softens her shoulders. She takes the next step, and she walks like she already knows.